Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fable Him and the Legend of Ascension. We are here, at the very end. We have made it through our Ascension Climb to the final difficulty of Ascension 20. The final group of heroes will contain 2 champions. And who better to challenge this difficulty than my favorite master, the goddess Toeris. It's gonna be a good one. But I had a question for you, before we really delve into it all. Would you like to see, after my assumptive victory here, would you like to see me challenge Ascension 20 with each of the other masters? A mini-series within a series, as you would, because otherwise this is the end. This is our grand finale. Let me know what you'd like to see. Or if you'd like to see Endless Mode. Which, I said I wasn't gonna do it, but who knows. The game's grown on me, maybe I will. But enough of that. Let's get into it, shall we? For the final difficulty, we are rocking the same talents as last time, because if something works, don't change it. I would like more gold here, but hey. This 50% chance to apply Demoralize on monster attacks is just amazing. It just is. Mummy and Master Power is increased for each stacks of wrap they have. We aren't really leaning into the wraps, but if we can, hey, we'll benefit from it. Chance to start with wraps. Super Life does something. This does something, and that does more damage. See? It's actually all that not important. But we're going in with what I call the Where the Wind Blows build, because I've just brought all the good mummies. And we'll go from there.
Just a minute.
We have demons and skeletons in our dungeon, the good old classic. And I thought about this for a while. I really wanted to use Isis, because we haven't used her in quite some time. But if you're fighting 2 champions, there's really no one better than Horus. Really. I mean, you know, with the whole percentage life thing. So I'm going to give that a try. He did start with one of my favorite passes, which applies as Terrified when the sarcophagus is defeated. That will be all good and Oh. Shite. Well, we're going to have a strange opening here, but hey, where the wind blows, we'll walk. Our starting team, like I said, all the good mummies. We have the Necrolith, who's really grown on me, this big boy. This tanky boy. He's grown on me. And hopefully he'll continue to do work. We have Camellia, who we haven't seen in quite some time, but she does have a front morale bomb that is pretty good. So hopefully she'll put in the work. We have Anubarak, another tanky boy of the mummy roster, and one who has a nice place in my heart. In the same room, we have Renekton, the Disciple, whose demoralization could be amusing, potentially. We have Dobby. Dobby. Low HP, glass cannon, but amazing. And Himotep, who hopefully can provide some sustain and provide more wraps damage. I know we weren't really going to do a whole bunch of wrap stuff, but hey, it's all good. For our traps, we have the Protective Tablet. These are both of Toeris' unique traps. I just like them. The Tablet, dealing AoE morale damage and applying shells to the next group of monsters, and the Haunted Counterpick Jar, dealing morale damage to the front and applying wraps to the next group of monsters. Loads of wrap stuff. But, our YOLO artifact is the Night Meme Catcher. Which means we've opened the door into a weird Toeris hybrid build. Which is not something I typically advocate for. So we'll see how this goes. I have concerns, but if anyone can do it, it is Toeris. It is Toeris. So I guess we'll level up Necrolith. I've gone with the thought process of leveling up my most expensive guy first. Maybe it means something, maybe it doesn't. A wandering troubadour offers to sing for your employees in exchange for a modest sum. No. No modest sums. Those are some employees, alright. YOLO Trap. Your volunteers have forced a guinea pig to make a trap for them, and to serve as a guinea pig for the trap. I switched some words around, but that's okay. Test results highly conclusive. They have even brought a researcher back who has been spared in exchange for a trap upgrade. More importantly, they have emerged unscathed. It is high time to go through the stockroom. During the cleaning, one of your employees found this strange object. Would you take it, auction it, or gift it to the employee for +1 level? Why? The game just wants all the hybrids up to date. But we don't do any fire damage, so we are, in fact, going to give this to Anubarak, who is our second most expensive person to level up, so that's swell. we effectively made more double 150 gold, which is what we could have sold it for. We will be going to the most difficult of the challenges. We kind of want Renekton in room 2 if we can help it. So let's see if we can just have like, let's test out this. This is the thick room in quotation marks. How thick can we make it? Time to find out. Alrighty, our starting room, the thickening. Well, you're really fast, huh? Is the Sage leading the charge? She will be taking the front with ice damage, which we are actually kind of weak against. I didn't really see that coming, but that's okay. Anubrak will tank it, decently well. Decently. That's okay. Joined by the Valkyrie, who will be attacking everybody with air damage. Imhotep is faster than her, much to her displeasure, so she's going to be buffing herself randomly. Like that. Oh, now she's super fast. Is that actually good for me? It might be. And in the final position is the Amajahagen, attacking the back with air damage and applying tiredness. He's, of course, also slowly being whittled away by Anubrak, who was probably not healed enough. The Amajahagen has slain Necrolith. But that works out for me. Poor Imhotep. He shall fall. Now, of course, I had my 2 trap choices. I put down that one because I wanted the ramps more so than I wanted the 1 stack of shell. And this is actually an interesting thing because Demoralize doesn't do morale damage for us. So we'll just buff our friends. Horus stands alone, but for every point of damage Horus takes, he gains more HP, which means this will do more damage. In time. Unfortunately, he has a lot of air resistance. So not taking much damage from the Amajahagen and the Valkyrie. Justice Artis. Can I make you run away? I can. Fantastic. And now Horus will fall. Maybe. He actually got a lot of health out of that. This is why Horus is good. Honestly, this is why Toeris is good. All of Toeris' sarcophagi, of course, have invulnerability, which means they can do stuff for free. Dobby. Dobby's been given a sock. I don't remember how it goes. Dobby is free. Well, this ain't helpful. But hello, Bellicor. Are we really going to end up turning into a murder build? You placed a bet on a ball racing game during lunch break. The one you chose finished first, and you won the jackpot. You could also use your winnings to throw a party for your employees. Nope. Screw them. That's for me. Merchant it up. Why not? Sphinx. Hello, Sir Gracule the Gigachad. So some of these are actually helpful for us. Notre Dame is actually not that helpful, considering the night meme catcher. The Sphinx could be okay. Ironically, these could be okay. We got a lot of potentials. You're not one of our potentials, though. What did I call this guy? It was like something Enigma. So let's go with that. Okay. Strange team, but it's gonna work out. Let's do the business trip, shall we? The liquid nitrogen capsule. No, not really. Not really interested in that. Also not interested in sending Sir Gracule out for 8 weeks, but I suppose that's the reality we have been presented. No need for a therapist. While walking through the corridors, you notice a monster waiting for a job interview. You could hire the candidate right now without intermediaries. On the other hand, what makes them think they can come in uninvited? Yes, Chad, what thought process were you having? I do like Chad, but of the 2 supporty skeletons, Chad is more of a murder build friend. So we're just going to take some free tiers, I think. Alrighty. Let's get this artifact, shall we? How are we feeling about these teams? I liked room 1. It was tanky. That's mostly what I liked about it. And I think we're just gonna let her rip again. Alrighty. Please be something useful for me. Well, this is an oddball team. And I have a feeling that the shitty Shimanonen is going to be the most terrifying thing about this. Which is always amusing. Although I keep saying that, and it continues to be the case, so maybe it's not that amusing. Anyway, leading the charge is the Amazon, who will be attacking the center with nature damage. Ironically, we are pretty resilient to nature across the board. Both teams are satisfied with that. Mostly. Good for me. Joined by the Harpooner, who will attack the slowest target with ice damage, which we are quite vulnerable to, and cause them to bleed. Also worth noting, if she is the final remaining member, she's going to heal a lot. So ideally, she's not. I don't know what the chance of that is, though. And last but not least, of course, the shitty Shimanonen, making my life miserable, dealing AoE fire damage, causing burning, and being a pain in the butt. I guess I just keep doing this. Goldor's Blessing is pretty good. So against the Sarcophagus, they are actually going to be pretty good. For me. Pretty good for me. The Harpooner does a sizable amount of damage, the Amazon does a sizable amount of damage, and the Shimanonen, I'm just weak to fire. The fact that I am immune, of course, to all these damage over time effects significantly reduces the damage I can... the HP I can scale, but, you know, that's already. Who's going to get the kill here, though, is the question. Ooh. Oh, I have 6 hit points remaining. We did it, Horse. Proud of you. The Ancient Curse is probably the button I'm going to press here. Yeah. Yep. Ancient Curse it is. And the Amazon will break. Probably? Yeah. Now, I put down the Sphinx here because, one, the Sphinx is pretty resilient to nature and ice, which helps me out a lot. But also because I thought, probably incorrectly, that maybe I could remove the buff if the Harpooner is the last person alive, but I don't think I can. Oh. So I have 2 trains of thought here. Train of thought 1. Trollbeer. One of our strategies is to just have a thick team, like either the Colossus just being punched repeatedly to gain more reps, or a Nubarak surviving every turn where he gains 2 reps for free. This would attribute to that. However, we saw the potential of the Demonic Pendant. I'm not using any demons right now, but that's not to say I'm not going to. We'll try the Trollbeer. Imhotep is severely wounded. Severely. And a black market's coming up. Choices, choices. Plunder. Free monster. A 20% chance of monster and gold. Ooh. I like gold. And I like gambling. So we gamble. Your volunteers have organized a dance party involving several bonfires and a few happy murders in the village. Have emerged unscathed. In hindsight, what the hell? Triple therapist. In hindsight, probably not worth it. Probably should have taken the monster, considering we have the black market coming up. So my bad. Now, for a 200 and 180, we can upgrade... Oof. I thought someone cost 200. So we can't get 2 upgrades here. That is impossible. Do we... Do I really keep these guys? Imhotep is amazing if I can get him leveled up. Which, of course, his motivation right now is my primary concern. I'm actually thinking about this. I am legitimately contemplating leveling up Ed, and Eddie. Why? Because it's funny. Really. This Ricochet could also be really strong. Let's just go with it. Why not? Okay, so you're being sold, guaranteed. Probably going to sell Bellicor. I don't really need Notre Dame's resistances, I don't think. Oh dear. Alright, this is a small haul. But it's the only haul we got. Imhotep is going to sleep. We'll swap-aroo the Roomaroos. Actually, no we won't. Yes, no. What if we pull Imhotep out? Okay, we pull Imhotep out, we say hello to the therapist, and we go with what we know works. You can go to room 2. And let's go face our champion. Sacred Altar. Does kind of suck, but we can get over it. I didn't expect this. Kind of sucks since ice is my weakest element, but the champion that we face is the Archmage, Sildane, who will be attacking the front with ice damage, and quite a lot of it, I might add. Gaining a shield of fire whenever he is attacked, which will deal damage to the person who attacks him by a percentage of the damage dealt as fire. The Disciple attacking the front with ice, the Tracker attacking the back with fire. A Song of Fire and Ice. Was that book ever written? Anibarak lives. I'm so proud of you. There's a slight problem, though. The Archmage is going to slap Anibarak and kill him, and then attack again. Yeah, slight issue. But hey, our wraps did a lot of work, so I am satisfied. Our trap layout made a lot of sense to me. We had the AoE in room 1, which provided the shell to that group, which was very helpful in surviving, because we cut it close enough as 'twas. And then room 2 had the frontal attack, which applied wraps to these guys, and I'm probably going to apply more wraps, if I were to guess. I'm trying to tank Sylvanir down as low as I can. 196 hit points. Boom shakalaka. I might be able to get the Tracker to go away, depending on how bad this dot damage gets. Ooh. And that is the power of Horus. Monsters other than mummies have a 20% chance of becoming random demons when defeated. Now, I'm not using a whole lot of... random mummies when defeated. I'm not using a whole lot of non-mummy creatures, but my brain slipped what I was thinking in, which is I'm going to be using demons, probably. I mean, we have Sarguraku here. In the second room, I placed down Ed and Eddie. I know you might not believe me, but I did. The reason was because in room 2, he's going to Ricochet. He deals 40 morale to the front and the second person. Whereas Dobby was not doing that. It wasn't. I need Dobby to be level 4. He's a very powerful level 4. I also want Imhotep to level up. Let's do that. We, of course, are going to level up the Giga Chad. And I think we'll level up Renekton. Renekton gets incredibly more survivable as he levels up, so... that'll do. That'll do. We could also use some of our extreme bank of tiers. I was looking for a fancy R word there, but I'm not sure which one it was. Not repertoire. Yeah. Anyway, we did that. We're also going to swap-aroo the Roomaroos because I'm tired of losing Imhotep and Anibarak motivation. And we'll just go with this. We'll leave these guys for the cleanup. And we will scribe here. Your archaeologist mummies have uncovered new glyphs. They will help you perfect your mastery of curses and blessings associated with your sarcophagus. Upon which glyph will you focus your studies? 3 wraps at the start of a fight. 30% chance of gaining critical Guaranteed crit when the sarcophagus is attacked, and 20% of damage taken is returned to the assailant. Let's go with the Glyph of Vengeance. Our entire existence is to be punched. So, let's just benefit more from being punched, shall we? Sounds good to me. I'm in. To it. Horus made me quite the masochist, didn't he? But anyway, let's get this show on the road with another veteran encounter. You know, we haven't had any, like, 4 or 5-star fights that weren't a champion. Gotten a little lucky so far. My luck continues. You may have seen the shadow and gone, I'd say something like, oh, my luck has disappeared entirely. But no, this actually turned out okay. I wish I had Imhotep here, of course, but oof, that sucked. The shadow will tank the front with loads of nature damage and, of course, apply that many stacks of poison. But Renekton here, with the room swap I just did, is very thick to this. So he's not that concerned about it. These 9 stacks of poison sucks, and you suck, Mr. Virtuoso, dealing AoE, nature or physical damage, and applying bleed, and giving dodge to the lowest health person on the team, which was the shadow, of course. I got a guaranteed crit. I'd love to use it on a single target ability, but guess what? I can't. Let's do that to pop the dodge. Guaranteed crit has returned. It's a 30% chance, if I recall. Can I? Yes, I can. I was going to say, can I stack it up multiple times? I can indeed. I am vindicated in my choice of glyph. Big fan. Big fan. So I'm pretty sure Mr. Horus here just brings me the dub now. Okay. I am mostly satisfied. Well, easy target. I don't actually know if easy target works for this. I don't think it does. But that's okay. The Necrolith sitting at 225 whopping amounts of hit points. We YOLO'd Glacial Spirit, which isn't really going to help me. But that is okay. This was very unlucky. Mr. Virtuoso. There's a reason that the Virtuoso is like one of the least liked enemies in the game. There's a reason. Because of dodge. Will you live, Anubarak? You shall not. Let's work on killing her, shall we? Oh no! This actually got a lot closer than I thought it was going to. I was way more confident than I should have been, if I've learned anything. Also, I'd like to note that they would have run away by now if it wasn't for the Night Meme Catcher. Just so we're all on the same page. Oh, look. More demoralization. Just what I wanted. More. Now, I don't have any funds. So what do you do when you don't have funds? You buy minions. Also, we bought a pretty good minion. In Yuki. Yuki's grown on me as well. Her guaranteed crit's pretty amazing. Now, of course, we don't have any money. None. So I'm just going to transmute all this into blood. And skip this, mostly. We do have units we could sell if we desired, which I don't, to be honest. I don't really. It'd probably be Chad. I don't really want to sell anyone. Do you have a moment to spare to talk about our Lord and Tormentor Golthor, the Destroyer? Sure, I do. The hardest fight is actually here in the center. That should be okay. They get a Fountain of Youth, but who cares? Let's swap the Rumooroos. And carry on. There is a part of me that wants to bring Sir Gracule to room 1. A small part of me. But now we'll leave him in the back. I don't know if Chad's going to see play, but Chad is here. He may contribute.
It's a me.
I don't really like this. This team is going to demolish monsters and not demolish Horus. Which is, of course, who we want them to demolish. Leading the charge is the Dragonite, who will be attacking the center with loads of physical damage and applying vulnerability to the person with the highest fire resistance. And I could not really stop that because the Enchanter Merlin is here to shuffle everybody around. And shuffle he did. Also dealing AoE nature damage. Ooh, and applying elemental weakness, so the Valkyrie is a little bit stronger. Farewell, Macrolith. You have served the Dark Gods well. And of course, last but not least, oh hey, another Necrolith, is the Valkyrie, who is dealing AoE air damage, and killed my boy, but we rolled the 20% chance. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. I put that one down here, but yeah, even if I put down the protective tablet, it wouldn't have been enough to kill her. So, ironically, I don't want to kill her with my AoE. I want her to keep punching me, even though it's only for 4 damage. And I realized I killed the Shadow a little preemptively previously. But that's okay. We all make mistakes. I, quite often. This is my last vulnerability. Okay. Owie. Not quite. But hey, he's gonna get the kill. The wraps will break him. We'll be satisfied. Goldthor's Blessing. And hello. Welcome to the club. You are not welcome here. Mr. Merlin. Okay. No big deal. I was really hoping for an improved Goldthor's Blessings. Really hoping for that. But here we are. Missing. Like a vixen. Doesn't make any sense. Two of your employees have been caught red-handed brawling like 2 elves for a hairbrush. We'd be tough and suspend them for 5 weeks or threaten them with a pay cut to be sure. It will not happen again. You could always buy them a second hairbrush. I'm going to sanction their asses. Pro tip. Ooh, hello. If you ignore that event, which I have done in the past, they will kill each other. So, keep that in mind. I don't know why I clicked this. I guess I thought I had more tiers. I'm literally 1 tier off being able to get 75 gold and then another conversion. Because I need my blood. Yeah, I need the blood. Okay. Well, at least now we're set on blood. Gothal demands blood. Quench his thirst, and he was in one of his most dreadful avatars into the mortal world. Which dreadful avatar is it? Oh, you sent me out the Bellacore. I've never had a second Yuki before. I'm probably going to stealth this Bellacore too. But we have a champion. There's also an artifact we could get, which would get rid of this. Or I could get rid of the Night Meme Catcher and rid myself of my woes. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. This could be problematic. Because our champion is none other than the Huntress, who will be attacking the back with physical damage and stunning the target if her target has, or if she has any debuffs. Which makes this pretty tough, because I like to put debuffs on people. So, I'm really not sure how this is going to go. I can only assume not well. Joined by the Onimusha, who will be attacking the front with fire damage. Ow. That hurts. Yeah, I did like nothing in this room. I had to go back and rethink that one. Also, apparently gives enraged people when she kills something. That's not good. And last but not least is the Hellbringer, who will be attacking the back with ice damage, but she has her very strange trait, where she will ricochet her attack. Also, a fun little tidbit here, and by fun I mean infuriating. The Onimusha takes 50% less morale damage. Why? Because he can. So that could be a problem. I think that as long as I can get rid of the Onimusha, room 2 will be okay. And I should live one more turn. Or not. As you can see, Sir Gracule is going to eat that attack literally all day long. Papyrus lived! Holy shit! I am so proud of you, Papyrus. And he did something! Papyrus will fall, however, but he returns as Necrolith. Have I hit all of my rolls? I think I have. Oh, that's funny. I can't believe Ed and Eddie are actually doing something. Wow. I hit it again. Are we sure this is 20%? I didn't even see what the other thing was. It doesn't matter what the other thing was. Because we have the one, the only, Amenhotep, who starts at level 3. Not bad. Amenhotep is phenomenal in room 1. He's kind of tanky. He's not that tanky, but he's kind of tanky. Place the penalty with the most stacks with as many stacks of wraps at the beginning of the Pharaoh's turn. So he kind of doesn't synergize with Imhotep. I mean, they kind of like do the same thing. More chats, huh? Arachnarok. Kasogtha. All the people are coming now. All the demons we love, we know. We appreciate. I'd like some money. You are invited to a work lunch with your employees. They're chanting your name when your turn to pay for everyone comes. What will you pay for? Now, this actually wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. We're on week 43. Alright, I'll pay for... I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna ignore it. We'll find other events. Or things. Or both. Oh, this could be bad. Yeah, sure. Your volunteers have forced an engineer to make a trap for them. It rolled Amenhotep, because of course it did. Alrighty, for masochistic mummies. Well, yeah, I mean, it's only us, right? Oh, dear. Okay, so these, let the record show these are all pretty good. These are all pretty good. 3 wraps, that's just nice. Gains an additional stack of invulnerability at the start of the fight. That means we have one more turn to be punched and gain more damage. However, and stall out for debuffs, which are currently not working because of the Nightmare Catcher. The Glyph of Horus is for masochistic mummies. Gains 5 power when the sarcophagus is attacked. Now, I don't actually know how power works on Horus. I mean, besides for his first attack, right? Like, his first attack very clearly scales with power. But his second attack scales with hit points. Which means the power won't affect that. In theory. Let's go with life. We'll go with life. I've never seen that before. I actually don't think I have. Maybe I have. A monster has been caught with an adult magazine depicting humans. Will you turn a blind eye to this obvious case of anthropophilia, or will you confiscate to take a look at it? For science, of course. I will permit it just because it is necrolith. I permit it on a few other people too, but... These Sutentai vampires are here to collect taxes. However, blood is more valuable than golden coins to them. They could even grant you a monetary compensation in exchange for blood collection, and you would, exceptionally, be exempted from taxes. You better do work with the blood of the goddess. Just let the record show. I'm actually going to touch this therapist. That way, we should be... I think we're good for the rest of the game now. I think. So will it pick from my garrison as well? I don't actually know. Is it my garrison? Chad? Okay. Will it pick from them? Yuki Onna for the Scalen figurehead. Okay. Now I'm going to keep the Cursed Eye for now. And I'm going to replace the Nightmane Catcher. Because I'm really tired of my demoralizations not doing demoralization stuff. The Scalen figurehead is an amazing artifact that just randomly buffs my units. I love random buffs. And we aren't going to go after this artifact here to replace the Cursed Eye. So it works out in the end. There's probably no situation in which I put down Arachnarok over Amenhotep. Probably. Okay. Here we go. Let's go grab an artifact. Replace that bloody Cursed Eye. Week 38, we're just now replacing the Cursed Eye. Good. Ha. This is going to be annoying. Possibly. Maybe. We'll see. Because leading the charge is the Templar, who will be attacking the front with air damage and applying vulnerability. And we're okay against air damage, but that vulnerability really sucks. And more importantly, her passive restores 2% of all heroes' max morale at the beginning of each turn, which means I want to destroy her very quickly. They may notice the lack of Imhotep, which would be amazing with all these random debuffs we've acquired. But we put on Amenhotep instead, because Amenhotep is going to terrify them. And I like terrify. She's joined by the Shadow, who will be attacking the front with loads of nature damage, which Necrolith also tanked very well. Good job, Necrolith. And last but not least, the shitty Shamanonananen, dealing AoE fire damage, which is our weakest element. But Amenhotep is very resilient against it, so that's cool. Not so resilient against air, as you can see. Toeris, 4 stacks of invulnerability. And I have a flame shield for some reason. Oh, right, my Scalen figurehead. Pretty relevant when I don't take any damage, huh? Oh, it is doing damage. That's funny. But hey, I'll take it. I'll take any microcosm of damage that I can be given. Now, ironically, I don't think we've seen a ninja yet. It's only been shadows. The ninja, of course, does the AoE nature damage, whereas the shadow does a lot of physical. Look at that restore. You little shit. I should get one more turn. Yes. A triple kill. Well, a triple fear, I should say. And all of these are pretty terrible. Great. But I will take the Knight's Asses just to replace the Cursed Eye. Which, again, the Cursed Eye doesn't really affect morale builds too much. But, you know, it's all there. Now, we are in week 39, which means the end is upon us. So we should plunder instead. Just gonna do a quick... that. I don't know if that actually does anything, but we're gonna find out. Nope. Your volunteers have organized a dance party. It's fine. This had no effect on it. It's okay. It is what it is. Well, let's touch the trainer. I don't have enough to level up Amenhotep. That blows. Look at the increase Amenhotep gets from level 4. 30 power. Alrighty, well, with our almost, but not quite, 500 gold, what do we do? Oh. Shite. I knew something was missing from this list. Well, that sucks. Let's just get a 200 hit point in Uberak, shall we? We didn't get to line up the cute trick, but hey. You win some, you lose some. A young man manages to sneak up to you and threaten you with a rusty blade. His face streaked with angry tears, he seeks to avenge his family tortured and devoured before his very eyes. You can gently pat him on the shoulder and show him the exit, amuse yourself with his suffering, or offer him as a gift to your employees. It doesn't matter, so you may as well offer him. And we are here at the end. The champion. Go away, come here, go away. Camellia has not been very useful. I see why I haven't been taking her very often. But this is our team, I think, for the end. The final champion. The final encounter of Ascension 20. Let's see who our two champions are, shall we? Our final champions. Both of which are blessed with strength and resistance, by the way. Ooh, that's terrifying. Leading the charge is the... Well, our final champions are the Hoplite and the Samurai. The one leading the charge is the Hoplite, the dreaded Hoplite, who will be attacking the front with physical damage and ricocheting. Oh, that's really blows. To the second target, or piercing over to the second target. Kasartha, I'm proud of you. For 100% of the damage dealt, which means it's worth noting that if your second target has armor, that damage will not be reduced based on the armor. It's purely based on how much resistance your first target has. So that's important to note. Joined by the Supreme Nuisance, the Virtuoso, attacking everyone with physical damage, applying bleeding, and giving dodge to the person with the lowest HP. And last but not least, the second champion, the Samurai, Miyamoto, who will be attacking the front with air damage, applying air weakness, and ricocheting if that person has negative air resistance. Now, as far as Horus is concerned, this isn't the best it could have been. Of course, anything that didn't have the Necromancer isn't the best. But we're pretty resilient to air and to armor. So, yeah. This isn't going to be the biggest juicer in the world, but that's okay. We'll do what we can. In fact, I'm pretty sure we're just going to win. Especially if I get more crits. Oh, not quite. We're not there yet. Probably. Here comes the kill. And the Raps did it. Am I a god?
I bellowed, "This tomb will be your tomb." Not bad, eh?
Technically, yes, I'm playing as a goddess. Technically. Oh, Horus is so good.
Come on, bring the sacrifices.
Ascension 20 is complete. Brought home by the goddess. This mummy thing is just amazing. Raps, the sarcophagus. We had a completely anti-synergistic YOLO artifact, and it just did it. So, that was the end. I achieved what I wanted to achieve from this series. We went through all 20 bloody ascensions. Some of them were harder than others, but we did it in the end. Even did a little bit of memery along our way. So, the question becomes, do you want to see Ascension 20 on the other masters? Some of these masters I'm not very good with. Lyra's kind of earned my ire. If we were to do it, like an encore round for each of the 5 remaining masters, I'd probably go all in. Like, I'd do the build I think is the best. I'd do some artifact fishing for stuff I think would be fun. And, yeah, 5 more episodes. Would it really be that bad? For completing Ascension 20, we unlock the Catapult Seat. You can no longer place traps, but monsters gain 50% power and 50 speed. With the way that I like to play, this is amazing. And, you know, doing more Ascension 20s would let me find this and use it. But feel free to let me know. You can also let me know about Endless Mode. I have not stepped foot into Endless Mode, but as the name suggests, go as far as you can. It scales, as far as I know, like, forever. I don't know how far this actually goes. Like, is there actually a limit? Is 999 the limit? Can you even survive 999? Beats me. Maybe with some Enchantress shenanigans. But that, my friends, was perhaps the finale. We have defeated Ascension 20. I am satisfied, and you can let me know if you are as well. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. And if you would like to stay updated and happy on the channel, feel free to join the Discord in the description down below. And I'll see you next time for more Ascension or anything else that happens. Bye.